What's up guys, it's Chief here from Chief Live Gaming. Today, very important topic for miniature painters, wargamers, anybody that's probably watching this video. You probably have had an issue with this at some point, and that's posture. If you're doing something like painting miniatures on a regular basis, long-term projects, you really need to be careful that you're using good posture. Otherwise, it'll catch up with you. You'll notice it later. You're going to have some issues, some pain, and any way we can avoid that is great, right? So I'm going to show you guys real quick a few tips that I've picked up over my course of time painting and converting and all that to hopefully help some of you guys out with your posture. So, real quick, I'm just going to show you guys an example of what I would consider to be bad posture, and this is where a lot of us struggle. So when we first start out painting, here's what a lot of us do, right? We're painting, we maybe are working on something, and we'll come down here, and it's really important to get super detailed, and we can't do that without being really close, right? So we have to bend down and look at our model and get in there. And if you notice right now, my posture, my shoulders, my back is bent, my neck is all scrunched up, everything's tense and tight. And this is really how a lot of people paint. And I painted like this for a really long time, and I started to get all kinds of issues going on, and I had to change my posture to fix those. So good posture is something where we can keep our back straight, our neck straight, everything nice, and our trunk, as they call it, nice and straight. And to do that, we need to have the model at eye level, something like this, right? Something like this where we can paint here and not have to bend down. So that's I guess one of the more ideal ways to paint. So how do we do that? To avoid the hunch over, there's a lot of things that I had to do, and I'm going to go over real quickly with you guys what those were. So I guess there's three main things that helped me a lot. The number one thing was using my office chair instead of a kitchen table chair or whatever I had. And the reason for that is because there's arms on this chair. It's also more comfortable, but the arms allow you to plant your elbows here. A lot of painters will tell you, or a lot of people will tell you, that the best way to improve your posture is to put your elbows on the table. You can do this. If this works for you guys, if you can just paint like this, elbows on the table, do it, because this is a really good way to just improve your posture. But for me, this isn't always comfortable doing something like this. So I like to be able to lean back, maybe plant my elbows here, kind of get into the chair a little bit. And to do that, having these rests here, really nice. So consider a chair. Number two, lighting. Very important for a variety of reasons to have good lighting when you're trying to paint miniatures or convert. You all know that. For your posture, think about it this way. You need to get your miniature in good light to be able to paint it. So if you're using something like just a lamp like I have here, which is what I use for a really long time, and you have it set up maybe over there, and you have to kind of move your model over here to get it into good light to see what you're doing, right? You have to be able to see what's going on. So you're going to move your body, turn your body, move your model, and try to get it in the light as best you can, because usually it's kind of difficult to make sure you have adequate lighting. Once I got this lamp, it's just an adjustable swing lamp. Wow, that's really bright. And it has multiple adjustment points, so you can pretty much get it wherever you want. And I like to think of it that I can bring the light to where I need it. I don't have to bring my body to the light. Pretty simple, right? Again, this is pretty basic stuff, but you'd be surprised what difference it can make. So check out, there's a couple affordable options online on like Amazon where you can get, LED lighting that's adjustable like this. Really nice to have. I would highly recommend investing in a lamp, a good lighting setup for painting if you plan on doing a decent amount of painting. So, chair, number one. Lighting, number two. And here's the third and final thing. This probably helped me the most. I don't know if this is a common thing, but for me personally, when I'm painting something, I need to be able to put my wrists and stabilize my wrists so I can get in the detail. It really helps me to be able to paint accurately, and it's something I need to be able to do, right? So if you think about a desk or a chair setup that I have like this, which is probably what most people are working with, if you plant and stabilize like I do, what does that encourage? It encourages you to hunch over to look closer at your work, right? So the way to avoid doing that is to raise the surface of your workspace. So what I did, I just grabbed some coffee cans that I was going to use for some kind of terrain project at some point, but anything you have, like a shoe box or box, a couple of, I don't know, old books or something that you don't, you cover them with a cloth or something so they don't get all paint, but anything you have to raise the height of your desk. This is how I did it. And what that does, it allows me to still plant my wrists, but I can now do it at a higher, more of an eye level for my miniature. So I can still plant my wrists, get that detail I need, stabilize myself, but I'm doing it at a height that doesn't let me hunch over as much. So that was the last thing I did. And really, guys, you don't need to do it like that. Remember, like I said in the beginning, if you're somebody that doesn't need to plant as much, or you can do it from far away like this, you don't really need to zoom in and hunch. Just plant your wrists or plant your elbows on the table and paint this way. I have too much shake. It's probably because I drink like a gallon of coffee a day, but it's hard for me to paint this way because of the shake. I just can't do it accurately. So again, the table like this, the little raised platform really helps. And again, you can bring your light right where you need it. If I was going to paint it like this, elbows on the table, wrists on this platform, really stable, really great way to do things. So those are my 3 tips for you guys. I hope it helps. Seriously, think about posture, because I was like, whatever, I'll just paint. And it wasn't great. After when I would start to paint for a few hours a day, man, it starts to get to you. So try these things. Let me know if it works for you. If you have any other suggestions for our viewers, please feel free to leave them down in the comments below. Watch the video, guys, and go ahead and check out my website if you want, chieflivegaming.com, and you can learn more about what I do there if you choose to. So other than that, guys, changes to the channel, we're looking at adding time-lapse videos. So things like conversion work and painting, I'm going to record and speed them up and do a little bit of a voiceover for you guys, just explaining what I'm doing. See it a lot on people's channels. I really like watching them or listening to them while I paint, so figured I would do it for you guys and see how that kind of works. So cool. Thanks for watching, guys. Fix your posture. Let me know how it works, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.